Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. It's Tuesday. Welcome to tonight's stream. We're just doing MORGAME card development tonight. And you might be saying, Morgan, weren't you going to do Thousand Year Door? That's true, but I didn't want to. I don't know. I thought about it, and I was like, I don't think I actually want to play a video game tonight. I don't work on this, because I started working on it again. And I was like, this is fun. And hi, Ray. Welcome. I'm doing alright. I would have streamed on Sunday, but there was a storm a-brewing. And, like, we've already had, like, 2 power outages this summer. So, like, anytime there's a storm now, I'm gonna be, like, insanely paranoid. I'm gonna be like, oh my fucking god, what if it just takes down the internet again? Nothing is sacred. Nothing is safe. I blame the AI guys. I don't know if there's actually a lot of AI guys on Staten Island, but I know they're using up all the power. Those fuckers. Hello, Jacko Bones. Welcome. It's going alright. It's going alright. But yeah, we're going to be working on cards for MORGAME, which, since it's been a few months since I really worked on this, if you are not familiar with MORGAME, it is a Godgame fan expansion. And if you're not familiar with Godgame, it is a card game made by my friend Socks, and who is also a fellow streamer. If you look up Godgame on, like, YouTube, you will find, like, so many Godgame VODs of theirs. And you know what? If you look up Godgame on YouTube, you might even find a few of mine. But you should probably watch Socks first, because Socks is way more knowledgeable in terms of, like, you know, all this shit. Not that I'm not gonna do my damnedest with this expansion. Working on this expansion is kind of learning some of the technicalities behind this game as I go along. But, I wanted to work on more cards. I was thinking about it the other night. I even made a few cards. I sent some on the Discord, but I can show one of the attachments I made based on the double boost from Sonic Forces. It's pretty good. I got the letter P from Thousand Year Door as well, as a card. So that should give you some idea. Again, if you don't know what Godgame is, it is like just a shit ton of random cards based on shit from pop culture. And, like, you're trying to eliminate the other players with all these ridiculous cards that have all these different, like, statuses and, like, battle cries and shit. There can be some funny stuff. There can be some funny stuff. Trying to keep track in a little document. Since MORGAME is going to be based on my own streams, I have a little notepad document of streams that are sufficiently represented thus far. A lot of Pokemon. I have a lot of Pokemon cards. Just because, like, I play so much Pokemon that shit's really easy to me. Reminds you of Magic the Gathering? I think I've heard, like, comparisons to Magic before. Yeah, I actually, literally when I was at work, I was thinking of, like, multiple cards to add. And you know what? I think I know exactly which one I'm gonna add next. It's gonna be a TF2 related card. Dude. Okay. I wasn't gonna spoil what it was until I got the image on screen. But did you guys know that 2Fort has a Wikipedia page? I didn't know this. When the fuck did 2Fort get a Wikipedia page? You know what's crazy also? I didn't realize that 2Fort wasn't, like, an original, like, TF2 map specifically. I didn't realize it had been in there since the beginning. Because, like, nobody thinks of, like, 2 Fort as a real map. Like, if you're in Quake Team Fortress, that's like, you're playing, like, a real game. If you're playing, like, TF2, 2 Fort, you are not playing a video game. According to Charlie Brown... Huh? No leak to this... No, leak. No link to this guy's Wikipedia page? Charlie Brown Valve. What the fuck? This is just a guy who works at Valve named Charlie Brown? Dude. He's like the fucked up version of Doug Bowser. He's like Charlie... his name is Charlie Brown, but he works on, like, video games where you kill people. He fucking fell for the football trick one too many times. One shot at life, parents named you Charlie Brown, and they had to know what they were doing. How old was this guy in, like, 2007? He was at least old enough to work at Valve when Half-Life 2 came out, but even then, like, Peanuts is really old, isn't it? I'm getting, like, really distracted, but it's okay. This is supposed to be a chill night anyways. This is, like, this is pseudo card dev, pseudo just chatting. It came out in 1950. Yeah, no, there's a very good chance that this guy at Valve was literally named after Charlie Brown. That's crazy. That's crazy as fuck to me. Alright. What's, like, a good picture of 2 Fort I can use? Probably just, like, whatever is, like, the default on the TF2 wiki. The TF2 wiki has, like, really good images. I've used, for the TF2 wiki has been really good for my TF2 thumbnails on the archive, because I can literally just get a good picture of a map, put, like, one of the in-game renders on it, and then it's, like, good. Because, like, dude, fucking making a thumbnail for TF2 and, like, trying to use, like, an actual screenshot from the game is, like, fucking impossible. Unless you get, like, a really good screenshot of, like, a guy, like, either dying or killing you. Like, you can get some good, like, kill cams sometimes. But I'm usually not that lucky. So we're making a 2 Fort environment. Photoshop? Like, you mean, like, in terms of, like, how I make the thumbnails? Last night you were on Artfight looking at characters and someone made a version of Miku that's Scout TF2. His name was Scout Sune Miku. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, like, I use an editing software. I'm a little embarrassed to admit what it is, though, because it's actually, like, a video editing software that I use for image editing. And you might be wondering how that even works. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. If it works, it works. Very true. Very true. So the effect I had in mind for the 2 Fort environment was basically this. I think that's a pretty good like, interpretation of Two Fort. Like, thinking about it as, like, this, like, friendly paradise. Except for, like, obviously the ranged, like, cards in this case are supposed to be paralleling the, snipers that you always see. Because, like, those are the only guys who are playing the video game. The only guys on Two Fort who are playing the video game are the snipers that are in the same spots. And that's it. So I think this is a fun idea. Now the question is, I gotta come up with a good quote. This map, the quote they use for Two Fort on the TF2 wiki is, "This map ain't big enough for the two of us," from the Scout. Not the one I would have used. Although, I don't know. I would have to... Do I really have to go through, like, all the snipers' voice lines? I don't know why I have the TF2 wiki, like, so zoomed in also. I have this shit at 240%. Dude, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like, the default, like, Valve icons, like, the default Steam icons that are just, like, the uber-charged, like, TF2 classes are maybe some of the funniest in the world. It's, like, honestly hard to beat. Yeah, I can't imagine how many snipers had to retire on account of everything going on in Team Fortress. You, like, literally couldn't join the game and play, like, sniper with a sniper rifle without getting kicked immediately. I hope the game is still doing okay. I haven't played in a few days. I haven't really played since I streamed it. Is Valve still banning people? I hope they are. It would be nice if TF2 was still playable after, like, a week. Like the backpack that heals you? Mm-hmm. That one's okay. I'm a Girardi head for life. I love the Girardi. I could probably think of a quote for this later. No, wait, I thought of the perfect one right away. Because the sniper voice lines are gonna be what you hear. Alright, that works for me. That works for me, TBH. Alright. What were some other ideas I came up with during work? I came up with a hang castle environment. Hang castle from Sonic Heroes. Oh, they got, like, a really good picture of it, too. Kind of environment pilled right now. Do they say, like, anything about Hank Castle, though? This is a picture from the Sonic Fanon Wiki? Hank Castle, Burpee's Dream. Hank Castle is a location that was confirmed to be in the legend of the Fox the Brave. It is the birthplace and former home of Leary the Bear and his team of Pokemon prior to the young Black Bear's decision to leave following the death of his mentor and old friend Stubbs the Saber. Like the actual Sonic Heroes stage, it surrounds the mysterious and aptly named Mystic Mansion, which no Mobian enters. Dude, I love finding, like, random fanon wikis, like, run by kids. This wiki has 13,000 pages on it. Like, this has to feel awesome when you're, like 5 years old. No, sorry. A 5-year-old wouldn't care about making a wiki. This must be, like, the most awesome thing in the world when you're 10 years old. Like, being able to make your own fake, like, wiki page about, like, your OC has to be, like, the coolest thing ever. Because, I mean, obviously, like, the good thing about, like, wikis and stuff is that they're, like, curated by the public. Is it old? I don't know how old this wiki is. See, it is still a wiki on fandom, so trying to find anything is, like, fucking impossible, because fandom fucking sucks dick. I mean, if it has 13,000 pages, though, I would imagine it's pretty old. Like, it has to be. The question, though, is how old? You know what? We could, like... We could go to a page. We could, like, look at the history. I'm looking at the page for Chip. It's at least as old as 2012, but it might be even older. Maybe if I go to Blaze's page. I wonder if this is even older. This is actually newer. Someone added Chip from Sonic Unleashed to the Sonic fandom wiki before Blaze the Cat. That's crazy to me. There is like one like kid out there who's like such a big Chip fan that they got here before the Blaze the Cat fans. That's wild as fuck. I have no idea. I wonder if I just look up Sonic on this wiki. That's gotta be, like, pretty close to the oldest page, right? Wait, I can check the history of the front page! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so this wiki is as old as 2009. I don't know how actively it's still getting updated. Oh no, it's as old as 2008. Damn. Damn, this is for old heads. It's very easy to fall into the fandom rabbit hole. Like, I don't know, like, wikis that are, like, very obviously run by, like, kids and teenagers are, like, always, like, fascinating. And it's always one of those things where it's like, listen, if I ever talk about this kind of thing on stream, do not tap the glass. I don't want to see any of you motherfuckers going on any of these wikis and editing the pages, because you will be killing a part of history that we can never get back. Because if these pages are like 15 years old, there's no way these kids are editing it back. Because they're all in like their mid-20s, and they're not going to be using the Sonic fan and wiki anymore. So be respectful. Remember the 1980s and forgot half the shit you did? It'd be like that. It'd be like that. That was like, I was just trying to find a quote for Hang Castle. The problem is the one on like the Sonic regular wiki is just Omega saying the horizon is turned upside down. That doesn't do anything for me. I already forgot what I was saying, to be honest. Because I got really mad at this quote for not being what I need. I don't know, do any of the characters say, like, anything interesting before entering this level? Knuckles has the line about the ghost of Shadow. I might have to go with that, because I don't know if there's, like, any interesting lines. Wait, no, I gotta... Done. This is a good thing about working on something silly, is that sometimes you can just throw in a joke and be like, it's good enough. Like, not all of these cards are gonna be joke cards. In fact, I would even say that the effect is real and has, like, very serious consequences for the game. But man, there's like over 120 cards in this document. There's no way every single one of them is gonna have a serious quote. It's just not gonna happen. What were some of the other ones I conceptualized at work? I came up with a Weavile card that was like really fun. So you can get Weavile in here. The thing is, I haven't decided if Weavile is gonna be a skilled or champion card yet. I kind of just gotta see where the tides take me on this one, I think. While I'm, like, actually writing down the effect. I don't know, maybe it's a champion effect. It is gonna be quite a strong effect. So you have Weavile in here. I wanted to make a card effect that's, like, kinda similar to Knockoff. Let's give you 5 HP, 4 damage. I think with stats like those, we can go with Skilled. Maybe we even flip it, because Weavile is strong but frail. What the fuck? How long did it take to load that? Fuck you, I'm using the smaller one. You took too long. Bitch. Okay. Is there Okizime in Godgame? Judging by the fact that I didn't pronounce that right. I mean, honestly, probably. I, like, looked up the term. I feel like this is definitely a situation that people have gotten themselves into in Godgame. Oki and Godgame! Godgames! Oh, the good old Sydney sleeper. My pea gun. Remember in Pokken, Weavile was great in knockdown situations? Well, this one is good in knockoff situations. Because I based the effect on knockoff from the real games. It's literally too easy for me to make Pokemon cards. You know how many fucking Pokemon are already in this? I have Meowscarada, I have Cloyster, Spidops. Don't mind the chicken wings. Maybe they're more spread out than I thought they were. I thought I just did a bunch in a row. This might be where there's a bunch in a row. Got Chansey, Victini, Luxio, Noctowl, Chikorita, Mudkip, Wallace, Azumarill, Meowth, Misdreavus, Abra, Annihilate, Fearow, Basculegion, Burrito. The burrito isn't Pokemon related. I just thought you guys would want to be reminded that burritos exist and they're pretty tasty. Dude, honestly, I was craving a little bit of Mexican today. But then, like, when I came home, my mom was like, yeah, I made pasta and chicken, and I was like, well, I can't turn that down. I haven't played Magic the Gathering, so I cannot say for sure that I would. Because I do not play Magic at all. These are supposed to be, like, cards that are, like, adjacent to the stream. I'm gonna get to Weavile's Bulbapedia page, see if there's a good... I kind of just like the black and white, like, Pokedex entry. I really like the line, evolution made it even more devious. It just sounds like your cat that got older, and instead of, like, chilling out when it got older, it started, like, scratching up the furniture and shit, and you were just like, come on, you silly animal. You gotta stop that shit. I don't think there's any Vocaloid cards yet. This is awesome. This dude looks like a heavily edited, like, Germa image. You know what I mean? Like, you know the one Germa image where his, like, face is really sharp? Hold on, that sounds insane. That sounds fucking crazy. This one. But, like, front viewing. He looks like that. The skeleton whispering him awesome secrets is dope as well. What song is this? This is familiar. This is Kid Icarus Uprising. That's why I remember the song. Yeah, I want to make sure, like, I mean, it's Godgame. Sometimes you can go out of your way to make card effects that are intentionally a little obtuse. But I don't want to do that too much. That's like a power you have to restrain. You want to make most of the cards, like, understandable and, like, readable. Unless you're making some bullshit. Which, I mean, I wasn't going to do that with Weavile. Weavile's my guy. I have a plush of Weavile on one of my shelves over there. Fuck, I came up with, like, multiple Pokemon cards. I can't, I literally can't keep getting away with this. Half of this expansion is gonna be, like, Pokemon cards if I don't restrain myself. Do I have the super rare Sneasel plush? Is it the one where he's got, like, his claws, like, close together? And he looks, like, really sweet? I don't. I wish I did, though. Because that plush is really cute. I imagine it's probably, like, ruthlessly expensive, though. You think your friend has it? Wait, that's awesome. Okay, I have a question for the tabletop nerds. Actually, I could probably answer this by opening up Tabletop Simulator. I had an idea for an Ogre Pawn card, but it partially relies on the idea that, like, a D4 exists. And I'm, like, thinking it has to, but I'm also, like, I don't know, I'm stupid as fuck. I'm, like, trying to imagine that as, like, a geometric shape, and I'm, like, that doesn't make sense to me. But it probably is real. It probably just is, like, a dice that you can get. A D4 is a triangular pyramid, it's real? Okay. So I'm not just, like, making shit up. Okay. So then we could definitely make the Ogre Pawn card in the way I intended. I will be opening up Godgame and Tabletop Simulator real quick, just to make sure if I'm making a card that I think might already exist in Thrill House, I don't accidentally give it the same effect. Because I've done that, I've done a few repeat cards accidentally. Like, I have a Chansey card, and there's also a Chansey card in Thrill House. I want to say, I made a Territorial Oak card, and that's also a card in Godgame, and I remember this specifically because Mimo said, yeah, your version of the Territorial Oak is way less evil than the version that's already in Thrill House. And, like, again, it's not a problem if I do, like, repeat cards, like, accidentally, because part of the fun of Godgame is, like, dude, you can make whatever the fuck. There's probably, like, a million repeats in, like, the viewer expansions and such. Like, it's fine. As long as you have a fun and unique idea for a card that you feel is kind of, like, representative of the character you're trying to make, you're, like, golden. You're fine. Also, yeah, you're right. I see the D4 on the table. So, we can make the Ogre Pawn card work in the way I want it to. I think I'm gonna go out of my way to make her a champion. We'll give her, like, 8 HP, 4 damage. You know what? Give her 9 HP, 4 damage. You know what? You know what? I just realized with one of these statuses, this is gonna be, like, way scarier. So, actually, I'm thinking you stay as 8 HP, 4 damage. Dude, I need to, like, replace my keyboard at some point. My control key, like, falls off every now and then, and I have to, like, look around my room to fucking find where I put it. Because it's, like, the things that are supposed to keep it, like, completely attached to the keyboard, like, broke. So if I hit it too hard, or if I, like, accidentally hit into my desk, that shit goes flying. Okay, Battle Cry. That works for me. This works for me. Acton. Sorry. Sorry, that's my bad. In Acton. Alright. Pretty good Ogre Pawn. Pretty good Ogre Pawn. I like the idea of Ogre Pawn a little bit being like... Obviously she's like luck reliant, but if you get the exact status you want on her, holy shit, dude. Well, what the fuck? I feel like the fearsome status might be the craziest one. If you guys don't know what fearsome does, it makes it so that any hit that's below, like, 3 damage cannot hurt you. Like, it has to be 3 damage or higher, otherwise it doesn't do a damn thing to you. So I feel like that is probably the best status. Although pretty much all of these are, like, pretty solid. Alright. That works for me! That's like all the ones I thought about while I was at work. So now it's just a matter of narrowing down what game do I want to make a card based on. Something that I've streamed. Preferably something that I haven't made a card of yet. Dude, Creepypasta Land is like... If it wasn't for the fact that I knew, like, Jeff the Killer is still, like, kind of a startling image to some people, I thought it would be very funny to make a Jeff the Killer card. But I wouldn't just do that. Because I know, like, listen, I'm not scared of Jeff. He's like an old friend to me, but I know there's some people out there who get a little frightful at his sight. I'm surprised I haven't made a Cuphead card yet. I feel like there's probably some pretty good material we could get out of Cuphead. The question is just, what would I want to make a card of from Cuphead? Like, I could do any of the bosses. I could do Cuphead or Mugman. I could do Miss Chalice. Dude, going to the Cuphead website, it's still crazy that they released that DLC and it was like $8. I think, like, the Cuphead DLC is probably one of the most reasonably priced DLCs that I've ever seen. Like, that price is not even half of the entire game, and it, like, adds a lot. I mean, it adds an entire new world, a new character, new items. Like, fuck, dude. It's damn good. I mean, hell, it's one of the only times that a DLC has come out and it was, like, higher rated than the actual game. Well, again, I gotta figure out what could I make a card based on. I could just do Cuphead. I'd have to check if there's a Cuphead card, just to make sure I don't steal it. There is, in fact, a Cuphead card. Oh, this is like a really good effect, too. I really like this Cuphead card. There's no way I could come up with a cooler effect than that, actually. Fuck. That's really good. It's almost like they made the game or something. There's a Mugman card that has the same effect also. Could do one of the bosses. This ba-ba ass song. Fuck. You know the problem with doing Cuphead is, as like a way to make cards, is I'm like, dude, all these characters are way too strong. Or at least the characters that I would want to make cards of are way too strong. We'll come back to it. I need to, we need to make a couple shitters. We need to make a couple cards that are just, like, guys who are, like, not very strong. We need some real shitters. I mean my strongest shitting warriors. Hyrule Warriors. You know what? Do I even have any Kirby cards? I have not made a single Kirby card? That's crazy. We could definitely get some Kirby cards out of that. Fuck. Probably even get a couple weaker guys in there, too. It's just a matter of who I would want to make as a card. Because, like, I think Bandana Waddle Dee is in Godgame. Oh yeah, like, all the variations of the D family are in there. Actually, I don't think Bandana D is in there. That's wild to me. There's no Bandana Waddle Dee card? They're not a champion? Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. You know what? We'll make a Bandana Waddle Dee card. Can I make a card of Shit Pickle from AVGN? Hi, dear. I'll think about it. I don't know if I'm dedicated to the idea of making a Shit Pickle card. Can this Bandana D image, like, load? How long does it take? This fucking Bandana Waddle D image is, like, chugging the stream. This Bandana Waddle D image literally made the stream chug. Way too powerful. So the Kirby wiki describes Bandana Waddle Dee as having significantly more health than a regular Waddle Dee, but does not offer much in the way of a threat. I can work with that. Honestly, just making him, like, a higher HP Waddle Dee. So the Waddle Dees in Godgame have, like, 2 HP. Or no, they have 1 HP, but 2 damage. You know what, Bandana D? You're getting upgraded. I was gonna make you a shitter. We're making you a skill. We're making you 6 HP, 2 damage, and we'll give you an effect. Maybe. I would have to think about what effect to give you. Toy is a very funny status. Okay. None of the statuses feel like they really fit for Bandana D, to be honest. What's, like, a funny effect we can give him? Because I don't want him to just literally be a Waddle Dee with more health. But that's kind of just what he might just be. Did Morgan sell out on this idea? I like the idea of this effect. I'm like thinking about it, I'm thinking of Bandana Waddle Dee trying to be like a little protector. I feel like the wording is like, I need to like fix it. Not as concise, but gets across what I want to do with this card more. I think that works. I think that works. I also think that the quote they use for Bandana Waddle Dee on this Kirby wiki is really funny. I would never have expected this to be a character that says, "I'm not just a pretty face." Alright. Dude, can I be real also? This is like another night where like my throat feels like a little sore. I don't know why. I really don't want this to be another short night because I've been doing a lot of like shorter streams. But man, my throat is like already hurting, and I've only been streaming for an hour. Life is so hard, guys. Life is so freaking hard. Let's consider that the Kirby's Return to Dreamland card. It always fucks me up when I remember the title of, like, any Kirby game that mentions Dreamland in the title. Because I always think, like, oh, it's, like, one word. It's not. There is no game where Dreamland is one word. I like this. I like this guy. I think he's pretty cool. You know what, Bandana Waddle Dee? We're chill. We're chill. Alright. Another one in the books. Man, I have like the entire Mega Man series I can base cards on. Could make for some interesting skilled cards, maybe. I don't know. I think about it, maybe. This is the hard part, is just trying to, like, look through this list of games and, like, instantly, like, be like, boom, inspiration. Like, there's a lot of shit in here. Like, my god. You know what's crazy? I don't think we've made an Isaac card yet. That feels like another, like, freebie. Every robot master should be in Godgame. Kinda true. Kinda true. I thought of a really funny one. I thought of a really funny Isaac card. Oh, sorry, his full title is the Duke of Fly. Now, I'm gonna have to make a companion card for this. But... this fucking dumb bitch. Now the question is, what fucking quote would I come up with for the Duke of Flies? I don't know. We'll worry about that later, I think. That is strictly something that's like, I would take way too long thinking about that for a guy who maybe doesn't deserve it. Good old Flash render. I haven't played Flash Isaac since, like, 2015. It's been quite some time. Maybe the most basic card I will ever make. This takes basic to a whole new level. Holy shit, dude. One HP, 1 damage, that's all it does. It's a fly. But now I can feel good about the fact that we got the ball rolling on Isaac cards. I feel like Isaac has a lot of potential for good cards. But I feel like this is a good start. You know, we start basic, and then we can think of more complex Isaac cards later. Pretty good. Pretty good. Only the red flies can deal damage. You're gonna have to live with it, okay? You're gonna have to live with it. Also, isn't that, like, not true? I guess it is true. Going off of the Isaac wiki, it is true. Man, I haven't played Isaac in, like, fucking... I guess not forever. Because I at least as recent as my vacation last year, but it feels like it's been longer than that. I don't know. Like, the Isaac, like, muscle memory is, like, not there. I think. Dude, I could do Slender. Awesome. Fuck that. Fuck that. Sorry, that was mean to the Slender Man. I just don't feel like making a card based on him right now. Like, I need to make basic cards. I need to think of games that would give me good basic cards, but the problem is the things that I focus on in games are usually, like, the crazier things. I need to, like, focus on something that's, like, doofy and, like, baby mode. Wait, hold on. We could make Carbuncle Puyo Puyo? Wait, is there a Carbuncle card already? I don't see one. Unless Carby is a champion. There's no Carbuncle card! Dude. We could easily just make, like, a basic Carbuncle card. Happy. Silly. Cute. I guess check out this image of Carbuncle that I found. Do you like it? Do you think it's cool? Are you gonna take a screenshot and share it with your friends? Give Carby 2 HP, 2 damage. Carbuncle isn't that strong. Carbuncle doesn't really do anything. He's just a pet. I don't think you did. I don't think I've seen plush Carbuncle keychain. You should send me that. I like that little guy. Who doesn't? I mean, he just says this shit. That's his line. That's his classic line. Yeah, you know what, Carby? I mean, it's a mean way to describe you, but you do make for a good shitter card. We need like more basics. We need to figure out more characters from games that I've played that would make for like good basics that also wouldn't already have like a Godgame card. Because like when I think of like Mario and stuff, I feel like a lot of the basic Mario enemies already have like Godgame cards. Wait, the fucking vomit monster from, like, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. That might not be, like, a terrible, like, basic card. He's not very threatening. Hold on. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion specimens. And, like, he's kind of my goat. I love Vom Guy. His species is goop. Fuck, it sure is. Oh, that card B is so cute. I love that. What's the specimen number? Specimen 2. No, I don't think that's right. Actually, I think Specimen 2 can get exhausted. Dude, Fire Emblem! Yes! Yes! Soy Jack! Yeah! Wow! Dude, I gotta be so real. I don't know why my throat hurts. I said it earlier already, but I gotta be real. Maybe I do have to end early. And I feel bad about it. Like, I apologize that streams have been so on and off lately, and, like, going shorter. Like, life just gets in the way sometimes, man. You know how it be. And, like, honestly, I have a bad habit of pushing myself. I do. So I'm, like, thinking about it, and I'm like, if my throat's killing me a little bit, I should probably rest it for the night, right? Instead of pushing myself to stream longer, I should probably rest my throat. Alright, I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. But we'll end it a little early tonight. Look forward to July 4th. On July 4th, the MFL Draft League Week 0 stream happens. Friday might be YoCraft. There was a possibility of a big YoCraft event happening that day, so I might stream that. And then Saturday... Wait, that's true. That's fine. I don't give a shit. If they want to shoot fireworks, like, fucking whatever. Saturday will probably be more Thousand Year Door. We're not gonna get to Luigi's Mansion 2 this week, but I can live with that. We'll get to him next week. Again, things are just a little awkward right now. I don't like that my throat is bad right now. Honestly, we did good work tonight. We did get 10 more cards in. which is not a horrible amount. So I don't feel too terrible, given I'm usually slow about this kind of thing. Yeah, let me go rest my throat for the rest of the night. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.